everybody, and welcome to NASCAR.com GarageCam, presented by Mobile One, live in the garage area here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Oh, the cold, crisp air of New Hampshire, the sound of race cars on the track. And, well, those are the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour cars, but these cars right here, the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series cars, including Danica Patrick, are ready to go. They're in the garage area. Practice getting underway in a half an hour here for these NASCAR Sprint Cup Series machines. Oh, it's a big weekend here in New England, New Hampshire Motor Speedway, the largest sporting facility in all of New England. You see Justin Wilson, of course, the tribute for the fallen racer on the roof of A.J. Allmendinger's machine. A little over a 1 mile oval here. That's why they call it the Magic Mile. Not a lot of magic in the turns for these race car drivers. Banking ranging from 2 to 7 degrees here. A flat racetrack. A big challenge to get the front ends of these machines turning. That's a big thing. These corners are long, sweeping corners. A lot of time out of the throttle, rolling the car back in the throttle. Sensitive. A very tough track to get the handling right on these cars, and a chore for these race car drivers holding the steering wheels. Keith Arnold, please show the 98X modified paint scheme. Oh, Keith Arnold, you know I'm going to show that. Cody Baker wanted to see that Danica Patrick car. Who was the first person in the chat room today? Matthew Stricker manning the tablet right here that we're looking at. Oh, Chuck. Not Chuck Bush, but Chuck Beganash. Oh, man, I hope I got your name right, bud. Chuck B, what's up? You're the first person in the chat. Pole position for you, Chuck B. And not Chuck Bush, it's the other Chuck B. And you know what, you're watching GarageCam, so both of you are watching GarageCam. Oh, mind blown. Tony Stewart's Code 3 machine. The Sam Hornish Jr. Ford right here. Shaw's on board. Of course, I always love getting cookies coming up here to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Chocolate chip cookies at Shaw's are pretty darn good, I'm just going to tell you. David Reagan, the 55 car. He was co-hosting NASCAR's Race Hub the other day on Fox Sports 1. It's pretty loud here. Our audio guy CJ's doing a great job. But I'll tell you what, there's the 17 car. That's the culprit. Making all the noise here in the NASCAR garage is the Roush Fenway machine. And his teammate right alongside in the garage area here. Slammed down to the ground right here. It's a Trevor Bayne Ford Fusion. The Knoxville, Tennessee driver. Here comes the 51 AccuDoc paint scheme this weekend for Justin Allgaier. A little flat black paint scheme going on here right now for Justin Allgaier and this team. About to make the finishing touches on this car. I want to see a lobster, says Blaine Smith. I won't show you a lobster because I don't see any. But there's Trey Tomeno jacking up the car. Why are we showing Trey Tomeno right here? Mechanic here on the 51. Well, there's a reason. His father, Jamie Tomeno, going to be running the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour race this weekend. Big weekend for that tour. 600th race. His father, Jamie the Jet Tomeno, New Jersey driver, the only driver that raced in the first Wheel and Modified Tour race in March of 1985, making his 596th start at a 600. But family lineage extending from the grassroots part of NASCAR over to here, to our garage area. Not just the drivers, but the crew members here as well. Long lines of racing lineage up here in New Hampshire, in the New England region, a very rich region in motorsports, from Thompson Speedway to great NASCAR tracks like Stafford Motor Speedway. Such hardcore fans up here, and you'll see them on Sunday packing the grandstands here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway to see David Gilliland, Cole Witt, and the Taco Bell machine, and so many others. We're rolling here. We got a lot of cars to show. Typically, cars kind of roll out a little early here. So my producer's got the whip. He's cracking it. And we're going to try to get through a bunch of cars, maybe see some drivers along the way. You never know what you're going to see on NASCAR.com GarageCam. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner, by the way. To the right of Landon Castle's Precon Marine Inc. machine, you see a chat room. It's over there. It's over there, Stricker. If you're watching it live. If you're watching the replay, you never see the chat. You got to hop in the chat. Give us a request. We like requests. Somebody, Blaine Smith, wanted to see the lobster. Man, I love requests like that. So if you have questions, requests, hit it up. I got a text, let's see. Brett Moffitt's number 34 machine right here. Oh, you know, the owner of this car was just walking around in the modified pit area because they are on track right now. But the number 7, Tommy Baldwin Racing machine. You see TBR on the nose of that car. There's the number 7, Alex Bowman. Bowman the Showman. Road Rippers on the side of this Chevrolet. Great thing that they did, actually. Alex Bowman, Matt DiBenedetto, visiting a local children's hospital. So that was pretty cool to see. The number 33.
I was saying that they were showing a lobster on the big screen.
They were showing a lobster. Well, guess
and
what?
You missed it.
We've got better than a lobster right here. We have, if we could get the mic here, we got better than a lobster. We got BJ McLeod. Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
I said that you were better than a lobster.
That's good. I'll take that.
I mean, that's a good compliment here.
Yeah, for sure.
So first start here in the Cup Series in New Hampshire, going for it, trying to get this 33 car in the show.
Yeah, we're actually pretty high up in points, so that should be simple. But just making sure we get a good car today for the race on Sunday, and looking forward to it, man. Can't wait.
So a lot of race runs ahead for the number 33 driver right here, BJ McLeod, the Florida driver. And no, he's not a lobster. He's tan, but he's not a lobster. Hey, the Cosmo Motors car. We just talked about Matt DiBenedetto making a children's hospital visit along with Alex Bowman. Bringing some Road Ripper stuff, having some fun with some kids that really deserve to have some people to look up to in a bright, sunshiny day. The number 46, Michael Annette. So far, no drivers have surfaced. Come on, it's not that chilly out. But you know, you get that from time to time with NASCAR.com GarageCam. Sometimes we'll be flooded with drivers to talk to. Other times we'll just show you cars and the crews. It's really great for some of these families too, watching at home, getting to see their husbands and brothers and cousins working on these race cars. Jeb Burton's Dr. Bepper 23. And of course, Keith Arnold. Hey, Keith Arnold, you wanted to see a very special car this weekend. And making his first ever, attempting to make his first ever Sprint Cup Series start is a driver in this car, Ryan Preece, Connecticut driver. You see the rookie stripe on the back there. But Ryan Preece, incredibly talented young man that raced in the NASCAR Next program and the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Series. He's actually, Wheel and Modified Tour is on track right now, so he's a little busy. We were texting earlier, and we thought the show was at noon at first. So he was excited to be on GarageCam and talk to y'all, but he can't. But here's the deal. This is why we're showing you this paint scheme. Let's go around to the left side of this car here, because this is absolutely cool. Okay, you see the Nerf bars on the car, signifying a modified, and the headers right here coming out. But if you look at the number on this car, the number 98 here, well, Ryan Preece doesn't have lineage with the 98, but the font, the style of the number, and the X on it right there. His grandfather, Bob Juckins, owned modifieds, 2X modifieds that were legendary up here in the Northeast. And what a great thing that they're paying tribute to the great Bob Juckins. You know, so many racers raced his car. Well, now Ryan Preece gets to race that scheme in honor of Bob Juckins here in the Sprint Cup Series. And I'll tell you what, some great racers. Eddie Flemke, steady Eddie Flemke, drove the 2X. And there's Preece's name right there, a little Thunderbolt next to it, Thunderbolt PR. Pretty cool. Jeffrey Earnhardt, the number 32 right next door. Oh, Keith Arnold, please show the 32 and all their sponsors. Depending on qualifying, they may run Jeffrey. Oh, you may run Jeffrey on your fantasy team. Well, if you play NASCAR Fantasy Live on NASCAR.com, this Weir's GMC Buick machine right here might be a good pick, okay? So kind of a low dollar pick if you play fantasy on NASCAR.com Fantasy Live. So might be a good option for you. In any car that has Bentley Saloon on it in Maine, oh, you know that car is going to go fast. Bentley Warren, legendary racer here in the Northeast, and that's one heck of a bar. It's on my bucket list to go have a beer there. Bentley Warren, oh, American BA is what I'd call him. I can't say the word, but it's not Bobby Allison. I'll just give you that hint. Josh Wise driving the number 26 this weekend for BK Racing with Maxim on the side of that machine. Timmy Hill over here in the 62. And finally, it doesn't look like a Brennan Gaughan car. The paint scheme here. See the string hanging up the string, making sure this car is lined up straight. It's old school right there with the string. A lot of Bangor, Maine sponsorship. A lot of local sponsors on that number 32 car. That team, of course, with New England roots. Oh, and New England is a beautiful place to be in September. When you wake up and there's a chill in the air, you can smell the pine trees, the pine mulch, and hear the sounds of NASCAR modifieds. And oh, what a packed weekend of racing we have here. Tigra, where is the Dirty Air show located? On NASCAR.com somewhere? Yeah, you can tune in on NASCAR.com. We actually show kind of a clip of the Dirty Air podcast, but you can download the audio every week. Subscribe so you can listen to it wherever you want, in your car, at the office, in your headphones when you're working out. We show the replay, the full replay, on NASCAR's YouTube channel. So look up YouTube, Dirty Air, this week on Dirty Air. Last week we had Casey Mears, but this week Spencer Gallagher, the Truck Series racer, was on. And man, we had quite a good time on that show, talking about shoving buddies, and I'll see you in the parking lot. Oh, what was that? He showed me something so quick. Yeah, somebody said, way to throw Ryan Preece under the bus that the show was at noon. It was my fault. I told him it was at noon. I got to text him when the show's done at noon. Tell him don't worry. Cameron, 3251 fan, always pick Allgaier and Mears as dark horses on your Fantasy Live team. That's the key a lot of times to playing NASCAR Fantasy Live. It's not just the guys that you think are going to win. It's the guys that are maybe mid-range to back as far as price level, and trying to gauge which one of them will get a good finish. Oh, clean. Oh, that car does look clean. The Greg Biffle machine right here. New paint scheme for the Biff. Roush Fenway, of course, big favorites anytime we come here. But oh, look at this, folks. Pretty in Plaid is the number 42, and they announced it this week, a series of plaid paint schemes for Target and the number 42 Chevrolet to close out the year. And boy, are they colorful. Look at the plaid. Oh, look at the plaid right there. Look at that. Rutledge Wood approved. Look at that plaid. Oh, it just looks warm. If Rutledge Wood was to drive any car, it would be a plaid car, right? Right? Our buddy Rutt. I mean, why not? We're rolling here. So far, no drivers, but hopefully we get to a few of them here. Casey Kane, the Farmers Insurance Machine. We're getting closer to the Chasers, folks. We're getting closer to the Chasers. Eric Amarola, the Smithfield made in the USA. Ford. Tigra, my husband Ryan wants to see the number 43, and Eric Amarola. Well, hey, Ryan, thanks for joining us. Tigra's always on here. We love our loyal viewers, the ones that come on every week. And Ryan, we hope you're one of them. Big shout out to you here, because you know why? This is your guys' show. All you guys watching here on NASCAR.com live. Oh, I love this race here, the Sylvania 300. 41 cup races we've had up here in Loudon. What a great facility. I can't believe it's been 41 races. 166 drivers have competed. 24 different winners. So,
you want to know something interesting, MD, about those 41 races?
What?
The driver of the 24 has been in every single one of them. He will be in the 42nd now, and his last.
I was going to say that when we got to Jeff Gordon, but you trumped.
We had to go throw something in there.
Of course you're going to throw Jeff Gordon. I got to see how
well he's on his game, fans. See how quick he can come up with a stat when he gets over to the 24. He's got about 4 cars to come up with a new one to give you. That
I've got you.
And we'll see if he can do it.
You know, the bottom line is I was prepared here early because I'm a dork. I was here like 2 hours before you guys preparing stats just so I could go in the modified pit and hang out with friends.
I'm fairly sure he showed up at 4 a.m. and he's lying.
Oh, I love being at the racetrack, especially here at Loudon, New Hampshire. What a great place. No other track I've ever been to where I go to walk in, security guards, give you hugs, and know your name. That's the quaint charm of New England. And speaking of quaint charm, not too charming of a little powwow between Jimmy Johnson and Kevin Harvick last week in the motor coach lot, and that's because this car right here, oh, what a bad finish they had last week. A little contact on a restart, left rear tire cut down, and you know what? Now they've got one heck of a hole to dig themselves out of. But they've faced adversity before at the end of last season, and they won to advance, and then they won to win the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series championship. So don't count out this 4 bunch right here. New paint scheme for them this week, and hey, they may be 16th in points, 42 points back from the leader right now, 42, 43 points, 20-some-odd points, around 20-some-odd points out of that next spot to get into the chase. But you know what? All they need is a win, and they're going to go for it this week. A one-time winner here, Kevin Harvick. It's been a while since he's won here, Kevin Harvick. It's been a while. 2006 was his victory here, but you know what? He can do it. Tigger, I need to see the champ. He's going to bounce back this week with a win. Clint Boyer, 2-time winner here at the Magic Mile. Trying to get that success here, but of course they were docked 25 points this week for an illegal part that was found in pre-inspection. So big news coming out of this MWR camp, it seems, every single week. But this is a guy that can get it done here, a place that he has so much confidence. 2007, 2010, 2 wins here. Paul Menard, the number 27 machine right here. One of the chasers this year, his first time chase, 300th consecutive start for Paul Menard. His best finish though here, 12th in 2012. So not a place where he's seen a lot of success is Paul Menard. So this is a place that could be definitely a challenge for them here in Loudon. Jamie McMurray, the Flair car. New paint scheme on board for this machine too for Jamie McMurray. Oh, here we go. It's Jeff Gordon time. It's Jeff Gordon time. You know what? Matt Strickland said I couldn't come up with a stat. How about this? 7.8 is average running position. Series best. So as far as the competitors, yeah, he's raced here. This will be his 42nd start here. He's run every race here. But you know what? The big stat that I say is average running position. That means consistency for this number 24 team and this driver right here. So that's what you look at. But his last win here, hey folks, Jeff Gordon fans, you may not like this. The last time the 24 reached victory lane here, 1998. Okay, he's reached it 3 times. Okay, but this weekend, the biggest stat of all that everybody's talking about, starting this race, 789 starts, breaks Ricky Rudd. The 1994 winner here at New Hampshire, Ricky Rudd, breaks his Ironman streak. Oh, Jeff Gordon's the Ironman of NASCAR. Audrey Davidson, you wanted to see Jeff the Ironman. So many people chiming in on the chat right now looking at this number 24 and wanted to see this iconic machine that only has a few more races left. 9 races to go here in this season. Louis DiDonato, I will be at the track on Sunday. Awesome. We love seeing our GarageCam fans not just watch the show, but come to a race. So, Louis, when you're at the track on Sunday, hit me up on Twitter. Love to meet you. I'd like to see my favorite driver. Jeff Gordon says Louis DiDonato. Well, there is the number 24 car right here. Martin Truex Jr.'s car. Truex is another guy in this field that does not have a win here at Loudon. Oh man, this would be timely. His best all the way back in 2007, 7 years ago. So was his best finish here, which was a 3rd, I believe. So not much success here, but you know what? That's a team that's found recent success at every track because the Furniture Row crew has been working so hard on those cars. And oh, wait, we've got a birdhouse. You never know what you're going to see. It's an Earnhardt Jr. Budweiser birdhouse. Is there a bird in there? Oh, hold on. Is there a bird in there? Is there a bird in there?
No birds today.
No birds. Okay. All right. No bird. If there was a bird in there, would it be named Earnhardt?
No, it'd be named. I'm the bird man.
Oh, you're the bird man.
I'm the bird man.
Love it. Love characters up here in New Hampshire. You never know what you're going to see. There's a guy walking around with a birdhouse in the garage area. This is awesome. Oh, there is the Dale Earnhardt Jr. machine. Earnhardt Jr., another guy that doesn't have a win here. 32 starts. His best was also third. Hey, him and Mark Truex Jr., friends. Their top finish is third. His is in 2004. But you know what? Here's a stat that you would look at for a little, feel good for Dale Earnhardt Jr. 674 quality passes. So he passes a lot of cars here. That's a series best right there, or second as far as series best. A lot of passes. Ryan Newman, anyway, the number 31, he's got 3 wins here. Jimmy Johnson knows how to get it done here as well, 3 wins. A lot of people with 3 wins. 1/3 of the races that Jimmy Johnson has ran here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, he's finished in the top 5. Wow, 1/3 of the races in the top 5, so that is performance. That is consistency. Here's the number 22 machine, 3 wins on the season so far this year for Joey Logano. He has 2 scores here in New England. Of course, a New England kid, but he's getting old. He's married now. He's not a kid. Well, I call the guy a kid all the time. He's married, and 2-time winner here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway is Joey Logano, and this number 22. I'm talking about some guy that drives to 22. Have you ever heard of Joseph Logano? He's a
goofy guy, I heard.
Yeah, I heard he likes lobsters and holding them.
I like holding them alive.
Yes.
Like a man.
Take a bite. Have you ever thought about taking a bite of him?
No, I thought about it taking a bite of me.
Yeah.
Well,
they tape the claws, so it's a little easier.
I know. Still, though, their claws the size of my head, so it's a little intimidating.
How good does it feel to be back in New England? Every time we come up here, for a lot of us that grew up in the Northeast, this kind of feels like home, doesn't it?
I love it. I landed here last night, went to one of our favorite restaurants up here, and had a good time. So, yeah, I love. The food's so good up here. I don't know why.
I don't want to leave.
If I lived here, I'd be fat. So it's just the food's so good.
I don't live up here, and I'm still fat, but it's okay. How would you be fat? Come on.
Oh, I can eat.
You need to eat a few more fried haddocks.
Yeah, more chicken parms.
Joey Logano right there. Oh man, having fun here as we get ready. You look at all the photographers here, looking at Joey Logano here, getting ready, and of course Kurt Busch right next to her. Rosemary Begley. Hey, GarageCam, going to Loudon this weekend. Oh, that's great. So make sure you come and meet us sometime. Give me a tweet at Matthew Dillner. Can't wait. You guys are super. Oh, I've never been called super. We're going to try to scoot around some of these photogs here, live on NASCAR.com. And there's Big Zach. Big Zach with the camera, getting it done. Look at Zach. He's concentrating. He's concentrating on Kurt Busch, or right alongside brothers in the garage area here. Brother buddies here. Kyle Busch alongside. The pedigree paint scheme this weekend, and Kyle Busch has a pretty good pedigree here at Loudon, New Hampshire, and so does JGR. Kyle Busch, 2 wins here, 06, 2015. He's got 2 poles here as well, and remember this camp over here at JGR, the success since Kyle Busch's return. Every one of the drivers in the JGR camp has visited Victory Lane since that return, so pretty darn cool. Here's a guy that wants to get a win here at Loudon, New Hampshire so bad. He was over at the Roush camp for so long, and now over here in the JGR camp. One of his best shots at doing it could be this race for Carl Edwards. Sports clips on board for this machine. And you know what? They're going to be carrying a very special ribbon on these cars on race day. Put prayers for Elijah on the JGR cars. The Roush cars will be. Never mind. But prayers for Elijah. We've been praying for Elijah too, and Mom Becky. Very young, brave person in Elijah, fighting cancer. Big race fan. We love you guys. Anybody out there with cancer, big time prayers for you guys and thoughts to all your family. And this garage is full of fighters that fight every Sunday and battle tooth and claw to get the best finish we can. But the biggest fight of all is by people like you, Elijah, and fighters like you that we tip our hats to so much. I know that sounds like kind of a line, but it isn't. So best to all you guys, and hopefully you enjoy the race on Sunday, and we could bring a smile to your face. Big smiles, of course, last weekend for Denny Hamlin, race winner. Oh, man, the spin and win. It wasn't like Danny Sullivan-esque, you know, but the spin and win, a pretty good thing. Another comeback here story in the camp of JGR for what a season, banner season it's been for this organization. But Denny Hamlin racing through an ACL injury, and quite a comeback for him as well, Denny Hamlin here in the JGR camp. 2 wins for Denny Hamlin here at the Magic Mile, 2007, 2012. So, yeah, the 11 could get it done. Matt Kenseth already in his car. I think he was in his car about 45 minutes ago. The Dollar General number 20. One win, 2013. But you see the stickers on this car right here, and that tells the story of one heck of a season so far for Matt Kenseth. 4 wins here for this hard-working crew here, led by Jason Ratcliffe, Jeff Meanering, a whole bunch of good guys. Buzz on board. We still have 5 minutes, and we've shown almost all the cars. So guess what? We're going to show you some more stuff. Here's the haulers right here. There is the front stretch of the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. The flags right now show that there's not much wind, and wind can be a factor here in Loudon, New Hampshire. Some of the cars firing off a little early, pulling out. Matt Kenseth pulling out of his garage stall. We kind of thought that, so that's why we motored through as quick as we could.
Can I just go up and say hello? Yeah, of course.
Chase race number 2. Ryan Newman. Let's get you inside the garage here of the RCR driver, Ryan Newman, here in the Caterpillar machine. Pulling double duty this week is Ryan Newman. He just climbed out of his modified over the Whelen Modified Tour. Gary Putnam and Bono Mannion own number 7 NY over there, taking some laps in practice. Now hopping in this race car and ready to go is Ryan Newman, eyeing advancement in the chase. 2 more races to go in this first round of NASCAR's playoffs, the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup. Cars are slowly leaking out of their garage stalls. I've never said that before, but hey, why not? Here comes Eric Amarolo's car down this narrow passageway, going out to the front straightaway of the Magic Mile. 1993, the first time we ran here in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. NASCAR Hall of Famer Rusty Wallace taking that first win. Who's going to do it this weekend? I made a pick on the Dirty Air podcast that Matt Kenseth will get it done. Who do you guys think? Make sure you tune in to NASCAR.com GarageCam, the Camping World Truck Series GarageCam. What time is that going to be, Stricker, since obviously I don't know times anymore?
No, Dillner does not know times. He tried to pass it off on poor Ryan Preece for being late when it was actually Dillner who missed it.
Yeah, it was me. It was me.
Truck Series GarageCam will be rolling off as soon as you're done with your lunches on the East Coast at 1:30.
So 1:30 p.m., tune into NASCAR.com GarageCam, and boy, we will have so much fun over there. Brad Keselowski, winner here last year as the Penske organization swept here last year at the Magic Mile, so a lot of success here for the Penske boys and Brad Keselowski, and of course, New England's very own Joey Logano. The only driver that we've been able to talk to so far, live on NASCAR.com GarageCam. I just had somebody come up and talk to me, not realizing we're live. Hey, what's up, bud?
What's going on?
Just talking to myself on the worldwide interwebs on NASCAR.com. It's just, it's what I do. 1 minute till we throw the green flag in practice, and we throw the checkered flag here on NASCAR.com GarageCam, and this is the Denver Mattress team, the Colorado-based team, trying to pull the upset here in the NASCAR chase, the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup. All right, you hear it. Green flag is out. Practice is underway. This is NASCAR.com GarageCam. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. Make sure you tune in for a Camping World Truck Series show coming up. And until next time, we'll see you at the races.